Hello, good morning. This is Naz from NB Network Lessons. Hope everyone's doing okay and in high spirits. This is algebra lesson number 14 to all my algebra students, especially who are just starting out. Please pay attention. I'm going to teach you order of operations today. When you look at an algebra problem, you see parentheses, you see minus sign, plus sign, multiplication, division, fraction, exponent. So how do you tackle which one to tackle first? So that is what my aim today. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got it on board, order of operations. So this is the priority list, and I have a question mark saying, is it going to be plus, minus, division, fraction, exponent, parentheses? How do you deal? How do you deal with that? So let's go ahead and get started. And what I like to do is I like to solve examples. Instead of just giving you theoretical analysis, solve problems. That is, in my belief, that is more effective. So first example is you have 5, you've got a big bracket multiplied by 3 plus 2, and then you've got this bracket, and this whole thing is minus 2. How would you tackle that? So first thing is, when you have more parentheses, you've got like this parentheses right here, and then you have parentheses inside. Start working from inside to outside. First thing you have to deal or tackle is parentheses. Okay, always remember that. And you start from inside to outside. So this is inside right here, right? So I'm going to say 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, then I have 5 multiplied by 5. I still have the big parentheses. I'm going to go ahead and remove these parentheses because I've already um, basically solved this. So I got 5 minus 2. Now remember, I told you start working from inside to outside. Now we're going to solve the big parentheses. 5 times 5 is 25 minus 2. And my friend, answer is 23. Okay. All right. So let's do another example. Let's say you have 9 minus 2 square. This is example 1. This is example 2. When you have an exponent in an algebraic expression, you tackle with exponent first. So I'm going to say 9 minus 2 square is 4. All right. So then the answer is 5. So how's that? Pretty straight, pretty neat, pretty, smooth. So let's go ahead and do some more problems. Let me go ahead and erase the board. Take a look at it. If you have to take a screenshot, go ahead and do that. So I'm going to solve some more problems. I'm going to go ahead and erase that. And let's see another example. What we have is 5 minus 2 multiplied by 2. So how this is a very common mistake students make. When they see something like this, they're going to say, oh, 5 minus 2 is 3, and then multiply that by 2, 6. Wrong. You don't do that. In an expression, if you have multiplication and you have plus or minus, you tackle multiplication first. Okay. So then I'm going to say 5 minus 2 multiplied by 2, 4, and the answer is 1. All right. So let's remember that. Let's go ahead and do another problem. So let's say you have 10 plus 3 minus 2. How would you do that? I mean, when you have plus and minus, what you have to do is that you have to solve the problem from left to right. I'm going to say again, when you have plus and minus in a problem, solve the problem from left to right. From left to right. Okay. So 10 plus 3 is 13 minus 2 is equal to 11. Okay. Don't make a mistake and say, 3 minus 2, solve this first, and then add 1, then the, answer is still 11. But like I said, the the right way is to start from left to right. Okay. So let me see. We do a couple of more problems. Let's go ahead and erase the board. Hope you're enjoying it. I know I'm enjoying it. So then you have a problem. Let's say you got 12. Let's say 12 minus 10 plus 6. How would you solve that? Left to right. 12 minus 10, 2 plus 6 is equal to, answer is 8. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and do another problem. Let's say you have 36 divided by 6 multiplied by 4. How would you solve that? When you have division and multiplication in a problem, in an expression, all right, both of them carry the same weight. However, you have to work the problem from left to right. Left to right. That is always going to be the case when you have multiplication and division in an expression. So first thing I'll do is I'll divide 36 by 6. That is going to be 6 multiplied by 4. So the answer, my friends, is going to be 24. There you go. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at another problem. So you have 16 minus 1 minus 5. How would you solve that? If you recall, I said in the beginning, if you see a parenthesis in an expression, you have to open it up first. All right. So we work on the parentheses. We write down 16 minus 1 minus 5 is minus 4. So I keep the parentheses. Okay. Now, algebra students, you already should know minus multiplied by minus is plus. So minus multiplied by this minus is plus. So this becomes 16 plus 4 is equal to 20. That is, my friends, the answer. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I'll enjoy when I teach. Please share this as much as you can to help out other students. And if you like the contents, please go ahead and give me a like. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day. Enjoy your day. Take care.